Hey guys, good morning. It's Tink here. I wanted to come to you guys today and give a video to just talk about then versus now with this whole denture process. Um, looking back on where I was versus where I am now and the benefits of me getting the procedure done. Um, I like to thank all my subscribers, the new and old, for continuously supporting me and showing me the love that you show me, because that gives me the motivation to continue to make videos. I know I'm not as consistent as I want to be, but I am very busy. I work from home. My daughter is entered ninth grade, so Monday was the first day, back in school for her. Even though she's homeschooled, it was still first day. We're still kind of getting things together, so I'm going to try my best to be more consistent with the videos. I thank all my subscribers for supporting me. Like I said, new and old, for all my new ones. If you don't want to miss any content that I post, when you do subscribe, you have to make sure that you click that bell and select all. That way you don't miss anything. I mean, nothing. I also want to say congratulations to a few of my new subscribers who are, just beginning this process. I saw a few, questions and comments in some of my videos of, people just explaining and expressing either that they're 5 days into the process, 9 days into the process. One subscriber says she's having issues with her bottoms. That is all understandable and it's going to happen. And I'll kind of sort of, talk about that as well, so I can give, a little bit more clarification on the issues that you may be having. So I'm going to start. I can actually start with that. When you get dentures and you get the full set, like top and bottom, you have to remember that the bottoms will always give you issues, because the top plate gives you that suction, and that's what helps it to hold the denture in place. For those who have a full plate, I don't have a full plate. I have a horseshoe plate. That was my choice. Therefore, I do have to wear some form of adhesive every day, because me having my upper horseshoe took a lot of that suction away. But for those that have a full plate, meaning no material is missing, the suction on the top should hold your tops in. Your bottoms are going to give you issues because there's no suction, especially if you are, just starting the process and you are to a point where you can't even use any serious adhesives right now. So you're going to have those times in the beginning process, and it may happen for the first few months that bottom, no matter what you're wearing, whether they have you wearing the liners that I showed in one of my other videos or not, it's going to be tight at the moment, and then it's going to loosen up. You may have to change your lining more than once a day for both top and bottom when you're in the beginning process. As you go on further into it, you can start using different adhesives that will help to hold them in a little bit longer, a little bit more. But for the time being, you have to understand that there are going to be issues with top and bottom. For those of you that just got it done, you are about to experience a lot within the first couple of months. Your gums are constantly healing, so they're constantly shrinking. So your dentures, if you are intermediates, your dentures will actually loosen up as your gums heal and shrink. So you're going to have to get adjustments done. The dentist may even do soft relines where they use this, liquid or substance to put in your denture, put in your mouth, and it kind of sort of seals in any loose spaces you have. It solidifies, and then that creates a better fit for your gums, to your dentures and your gums. This is going to happen off and on until you get into a permanent set. I don't know if all dental facilities, provide you with an immediate and a permanent, but where I went, Because I was a new denture wearer, I was given my immediate the day of my procedure, and then I was given my permanent set. And I guess I still have my temporaries too because you get to keep them. However, I was given a permanent set as well, which is what I wear daily. But the issues that you are experiencing with your bottoms, you are going to experience them. You are going to experience issues with your top as well because your gums are constantly healing, which is causing shrinkage. If you do continue to have the issues with your bottoms, they're not staying in or they're not staying down, reach out to your dentist because it may be time for you to get an adjustment. Maybe they can do something to help tighten them up. But issues with your bottom you're going to have. There's no suction there, so the bottoms usually just kind of sit on the bottom gums. They're not, nothing is suctioning them down. Hence, that's why I wear the adhesives because my bottom's staying all day long with what I use right now. So, I mean, they stayed in, even in the beginning processes, it stayed in, but with what I use now and I'm in my permanents, they stay in all day long. In the beginning, though, beginning process, you are going to have that constantly. You're going to constantly go back and forth for adjustments, a soft reline. Sometimes they go as far as to do a hard reline where they will put more of the material that the actual denture is made out of and and do a hard reline because it's gotten so loose. Make sure that your denture was properly made too. The mold was properly done because another issue could be because your molding was not done correctly, so your denture could be off. It's a lot of things that can happen that can cause your bottom to give you issues. So just be sure to pay attention to that. Pay attention to how fast and how well your gums are healing and shrinking. Keep up with your dentist office, calling them, making appointments for adjustments and all of that. I'm hoping that most of you guys hopefully went to a facility that offers the adjustments and everything for free while you're in that process, because again, I went to Affordable Dentures and Implants. When you are a new denture wearer, they offer you a new denture wearer package where not only does your immediate come in that package, your permanent does, and any adjustments, soft relines, any issues you have during that whole process, all the way up to before you are given your permanent is covered. You don't pay for anything. After you get your permanent is when everything starts to cost. Me, luckily and fortunately, I have not needed to go back for an adjustment because mines are actually still fine. But I am going on 4 years into wearing them. So, are my gums still shrinking? Probably so, but it's not at a rapid pace as someone that's healing. So, just keep that in mind. And, as far as what I really want to talk about today, the then versus the now, a lot of people who may be dealing with issues with their teeth, whether it's a gum disease or not. If you're having major issues with your teeth and you need to get this done, it's a great benefit. Get it done if you can. Because back then, and when I say back then, I mean I suffered for 10 to 12 years with my teeth going bad. Little by little, slowly but surely, they were going bad. And it got to the point where I spent so much money going to dentist visit after dentist visit after dentist visit with them trying to save my teeth, which still eventually did not help it. I still had to end up like this. So all of that money that I spent trying to save my teeth, I could have just spent that money and gotten this done 10 to 12 years ago. However, were there programs like Affordable Dentures and Implants out there 10 years ago? Maybe. I just didn't know about it. The other places I was going, the prices were too high. People were trying to talk me into getting implants, which are $20, $30, $40, $50,000. I couldn't afford it. So, back then, it was a struggle. Not only just financially, I could not eat. I was not gaining weight. I think I weighed about 90 pounds soaking wet. I had low self-esteem. I had constant toothaches, abscesses, you name it, I had it. When you are in that type of predicament, you don't think about what can be at that time. You only think about what can I do to stop the pain? What can I do? What can I take to, make this toothache go away? What can I eat? Because I could barely eat. So for at least 10 years, most of my food consisted of very soft things or junk food. And you would have thought that with all the junk food that I would have gained weight, but no, I wasn't gaining any weight because I could barely eat. So I suffered from weight loss. I suffered from, like I said, low self-esteem. I suffered from wasting money going to the dentist. I suffered with toothaches, face swollen, abscesses, all of that. 10 to 12 years of it. And it became too much for me. And, I had to figure out something. And back then, it was hard. But I was able, thankfully, to finally get the procedure done. And now I can eat what I want, with the exception of paying attention to what you eat. Because dentures or not, you can still damage your dentures by eating certain foods. You cannot eat, like, if you eat a piece of hard candy, you can't bite into it. I mean, I'm not saying you can't, but don't. Because you will break your teeth. You will. Like, period. That's too hard. But I can eat what I want now. I can eat what I want now. I am now 129 pounds. Basically 130 pounds. So I went from 90 pounds to 130 pounds after getting the procedure done. I have no more toothaches. I'm not wasting money. My self-esteem went up. You get what I'm saying? My health is better. Because even back then, it was attacking my health, my physical health. There were certain things that was going on with me, and my doctor would not do the procedures that needed to be done because he said that 90% of the issue was coming from my teeth. I was told you have to get something, you have to fix, you have to do something about your teeth in order for me to treat this, or that. And funny, I fixed my teeth, and guess what? I don't even have those health issues that he was trying to treat anymore, because all of the infection in my mouth that I had back then is no longer here. So there's nothing attacking my body anymore. So my health is better. My cholesterol high, but that's a whole nother story. We're not even gonna talk about that. But that's it. My cholesterol is high because I like Popeyes. That's why my cholesterol high. I like fried foods. But at the end of the day, my health was at risk back then. And now my health is so much better. I don't suffer from illnesses. I don't get sick a lot anymore. My health is better. My self-esteem is not through the roof, but it went up. It went up. I look at myself in the mirror now, because back then I didn't. Back then I wouldn't. Back then I couldn't. I didn't like what I saw. I didn't like who I saw. I thought I was ugly. I felt ugly. Now I look at myself in the mirror. I smile at myself. I like what I see. So this was a big benefit for me. It was very beneficial, not only to my health, but to my life itself. It was beneficial. And I would do it again and again and again if I could. I only wish that I could have did it 10 years ago. I really do. But I have no suffering anymore now. I don't wake up with my face swollen. Toothaches. I'm not throwing back pill after pill after pill, because that alone caused health issues. Taking, excuse me guys, a bunch of pain pills every day, all day, to keep a toothache away. And then at some points, The pain medicine actually eventually stopped helping, and I had to get stronger pain medicine and stronger pain medicine. And that didn't do nothing but eat away at my stomach. And now I suffer from GERD. And most of that came from me taking ibuprofens and things like that for so many years because of the pain and what I was dealing with my teeth. So now I suffer with GERD. So now I have to take medication every morning before I eat or drink anything. Now, I'd rather do that because that's only one medication that I have. One. Versus what I probably was facing back then had I not been able to get my teeth fixed. I just hate that it took so long. So if you are in a position where you can do it, do not wait. If you are in a position where you can at least apply for medical credit cards like hair credit and things like that, do it and get it done. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to save so much money just getting this done. You really will. And it's beneficial to your life. It's beneficial all the way around. All the way around. You have to do it. You owe it to yourself. You really owe it to yourself. No half-stepping. Don't be scared. Just do it. Because now, I'm not a different person, but I'm a different person, if that makes sense. I'm a different person all the way around. All the way around. And I only wish that I could have been able to afford to do this 10 years ago. But I'm okay. I'm okay with the fact that I am or was able to do it 4 years ago. I just wish that I was able to do it 10 years ago. Don't sell yourself short on this. You can do it. You really can do it. If you want it. Go for what you know. Do it for you. Not for anybody else. Do it for you. Because back then, I wasn't me. Sorry, you guys, I'm back. My daughter needed a question about school. But yeah, do it for you. Don't do it for anybody else. Nobody else. But I also wanted to add too that one of my new subscribers, I want to say her name is Ann Putney 5056. She asked me what kind of mouthwash do I use. I use Listerine or I use Colgate Peroxide. Now, the difference between the two is like I use Listerine for basic mouthwash, or if it's the at night I'm about to take my dentures out, but oops, I can't get them out because they're a little too tight or they haven't loosened up enough, then I'll use warm water and Listerine to kind of sort of like help me get them out, because Listerine loosens up the fixative adhesive really good. So I use Listerine for that purpose and the purposes of just regular mouthwash. I use the Colgate Peroxide when I have sore spots, when my gums are sore. Because the Colgate Peroxide, it actually has peroxide in it, so it helps to pull out the soreness in your gums and all of that. So I use Peroxide for when I have soreness in my gums, sore spots and things of that nature. I even was using it when I had bone spurs, which you may or may not experience. Everybody doesn't. It's not normal, but it's not abnormal. I did experience bone spurs here and there in the beginning stages of, the first maybe 6 months of my procedure. I ended up having like 4 altogether. And I actually had to go and get like 1 or 2 removed, and then the other 2 kind of fell out on their own. But bone spurs are just like pieces of shard bones that may still be in your gums after they pull, because it's something that they can't see or can't get to. So they tend to come out, through your gums. They're not huge, they're not big, but yes, they hurt like hell. So Just keep in mind the bone spurs. But I use Listerine and I use Colgate Peroxyl for mouthwash. I've also tried Oral B has a medicated mouthwash too that's pretty good. But those are the two that I actually use on a constant basis. For soothing senses, ASMR, you said you were on day 5 and you're struggling. Trust me, I understand. The struggle is real. It's going to be real. You just have to keep working at it. The most important thing that I can say is make sure that you are keeping them in all day. I know that you're going to have times where your mouth may be sore, you may have sore spots, and you don't want to keep them in. But I cannot stress enough how much you need to keep them in. Not all night, but when you get up in the morning, put them in. Keep them in all day. You have to learn to eat on these now. You have to learn to speak better on these now. Read to yourself, sing to yourself. Do things like that to help with your speech. Period. But you're going to struggle. It's going to be a struggle for the first at least 2 or 3 months. You just have to keep working, keep going, and it'll get better. It will get better. But above all, you must keep them in. You must clean them. Keep them clean. Keep them clean. Every time you eat, rinse your mouth if you can. You get what I'm saying? You have to keep them clean. Make sure you're soaking them in water every night. At least putting them in some kind of water. If you're not using the tablets, you can use the tablets like I recommended in my video, or you can go to drbsdentalsolutions.com and you can get their liquid crystals with the sonic cleaner. That actually is the best thing because it kills all germs, odors, bacteria, and it kills 99.9% of bacteria and germs and mold and all of that. So even if you want to do that, get you some liquid crystals, and you'll probably be able to find that on Amazon as well. But you're going to have that struggle. For the other subscriber that was, I think, 9 days in, you're probably going to have, you may be struggling too. Same advice. You have to make sure that you are wearing your dentures every day. Number one, wearing your immediate dentures, it helps to promote faster healing on your gums. You get what I'm saying? That's the first thing. And it's allowing you to have a smile while your gums are healing. For the subscriber that I saw in my last video, the comment, you went to Affordable Dentures. That's great. I hope you got the new denture wear package. If you did, then you have your immediates, you will get your permanents. If you did get that package, all of your adjustments should be included. But the same goes for you too. You have to make sure that you are wearing your denture every day. Every day. It helps to promote healing, but you have to wear it every day because you're not going to get used to it if you do not wear it every day. You have to learn to speak with them in, eat with them in. You just have to learn to get comfortable with having a prosthetic in your mouth. Because, see, for me now, I put them in and it's like they are mine. It's almost like they're coming out of my gums because I've been wearing them so long. I'm used to them now. I actually feel abnormal without them in. But I take them out every night, soak them in a tablet. I get up, I throw them in the liquid crystals every other day. I brush them, make sure that you are brushing them like you would brush your teeth. And then I pop them in. Mines are in all day because of what I use. But I'm at that stage, way past it, where I can use any kind of adhesive. But that is my routine. I take them out every night. I soak them. I get up in the morning. I rinse them. I brush them. I brush my mouth because you have to keep your mouth clean as well. Not just the denture, the inside of your mouth, especially your tongue. Watch out for that. You can get yeast infection in your mouth, thrush, all of that because you're not keeping your mouth clean and the denture is not clean. So you have to do that. But whatever struggles that you guys are having, please continue to comment on my videos and let me know exactly what your struggle is so I can pinpoint the help you need or the advice you need or suggestions that you need. But guys, when I tell you this is beneficial to your life, it's beneficial to your life. And if you can afford to do it, do it. If you can afford to at least get a medical credit card to cover it, do it. Don't sell yourself short. Do it for you and nobody else. I don't care that people may or may not know that I have fake teeth. My family knows. My close friends know because they knew what my teeth looked like. Anybody else, they don't. Outside of that, they don't know. But if they did, I didn't care. I don't care because I didn't do it for them. I did it for me. And I paid for them. They're mine. So I really don't care. I don't care what people think. I care about me, and I need y'all to care about you. I'm always here. Reach out, comment on videos, email me at Tink the Denture Lady at gmail.com, and I will answer. TinkDadenturelady at gmail.com. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm watching TV too. I'm trying to multitask. But yes, I'm here to answer any questions, offer any advice, and give any suggestions, as always. That's what I'm here for. So please feel free to reach out. And as always, I'm Tink. Have a great day. Have a blessed day. And I gotta get back to work now. But I'll be back with another video very soon. Peace out.